Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Sorry, still tired. Anyways, welcome back to another landscaping episode. Today, we got a pretty busy day. Um, First, we gotta tear out an old driveway and pour another new gravel driveway. And then we gotta go bid on a job for a pond, digging a pond. I'm gonna go and bid on that. Hopefully, we can get that. That'd be a good paycheck. But for today, it's going to be a little bit different. I plan on making this into a two-part episode because, you know, doing the gravel driveway and like ripping it out is going to take a lot of time, so I'm going to do a two-part episode today. First, let's look at the computer here and I'll show you what jobs we got to go to today. So right here, this house right there is where we'll go for our bed. They want the pond dug. Right there, they're actually building another house in that lot, and they want the pond dig first. And they said if we do a good job, they might want us to do the landing for the house, whoever gets the job. So that's where we got to do that at. And then for the driveway, we got to do lot 68. So yeah, we'll head over to the shop and we'll get some stuff started. I'll get back with you guys when we're at the shop. Just pulling up to the shop here. So we're just getting to the shop here. I'll give you a run through of what we're probably going to need for the day. Obviously we're going to need the bulldozer. Of course, it's all the way in the back. And then, really, that's all we need for the demolition part. And then for the gravel job, we'll take the skid steer, maybe the mini excavator. We'll take the dump trucks. That should be about it for that. I mean, obviously we'll have the leveler there along with the bulldozer, of course. So I'm gonna start getting some equipment out. I think we'll take the bulldozer over with this truck right here. I'm gonna try to invest in another shop. It's getting a little bit crowded in here. We're gonna have to move this too, I suppose. Alrighty, well, I'll go ahead, put the bulldozer on the trailer, and we'll start headed over to the job. I think I'm gonna stop by the other job we got today and place my bid in now. The sooner is probably the better. They said that they already had their buddies mark out where they want the pond. They just tore up the grass where they wanted the pond. He didn't have enough equipment to dig the pond, so he just tore up where they want the pond. Hopefully he did a good job. Hopefully it's nice and flat, but if not, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. So when we get there, we'll see how much we're gonna want to charge them. Alright, I'll get back with you guys when we're at the bed, or I'm at the job we want, I guess. Here, I'm guessing this is the pond that they want dug right here. Doesn't seem to be. He didn't really do a terrible job. It's not that big of a pond. I'm gonna ask how deep they want it. Honestly, isn't that bad. They said that we don't, obviously, I told them we can't fill it up with water. That's not what we do. We can just dig it. They said that's alright. So let's go talk to the owner of the bakery. See, the homeowner owns the bakery. They want to build it right across from the bakery. They're going to build a house or digging a pond right now. They said they're interested in a driveway and landing for their house. Whoever gets the job does a good job on the pond, so we'll go and talk to them. Yep. Alright, so the homeowner said they wanted about 2 foot deep at the max. They just want to, I don't know, they said they want it 2 foot deep, I guess, at the shallowest, 4 foot at the deepest. Said that's no problem. I told him it would be about $25,000 after labor fees, after fuel fees, and after my equipment usage. I told him it would be about $25,000-ish to $20,000. I'll get him a full invoice once we start the job, because I told him it might be a minute. They said they really liked that price, and they said they think they might have us do it, so hopefully that happens to be the way things go. Here's my house. The job's right here to the right. Just made it. Alright, here we are. Yeah, this is about all we gotta do. I'm not too sure why they want it tore out, but I'm just gonna do as they tell me. I told them this would be about a $15,000 job, as it's gonna take us a week to do. And they're happy with that quote. So yeah, we'll get to tearing. I'm gonna get all my equipment over here, and then we'll probably come back in the morning and get the gravel done. Yeah. Alright, we got our rough draft done. We're gonna go ahead and straighten out our edges, and then that's all we gotta do for demolition. Whoa, I forgot to put my blade up. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for our concrete demo. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the excavator, the bulldozer right here, so we don't have to worry about bringing it back. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys when we're at the shop and start bringing the equipment back over. Alrighty guys, so we're just leaving with our first setup here to go to the job. Hold on, let me get a thumbnail real quick. Hold on, I gotta get a thumbnail real quick. Alright. So yeah. Head over to the job, go drop this off. I'll probably just grab one more dump bed or whatever, a gravel, maybe one of my big dump trucks, or my big dump truck. I think we don't really need much more equipment than what we got right here. But the bulldozer already at the job, I think that's more than enough equipment. So yeah. Still haven't heard any news about the pond. I'm not sure if we got that job or not. I'm hoping we did, but if not, it's fine. It's nice that we're working so close to home. Alright, I'm gonna head back over to the shop. I'll grab the next truck. I'll get back with you guys when we're back on our way. Get back to the shop. I'm grabbing my last truck. I was hoping. I've been trying to buy a dump trailer and I just haven't yet. I really wish I had one right now. But if I gotta make another trip back once we're doing it, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm trying my best to have all the stuff I need right there already. Speeding a little bit. Hopefully we don't get caught. Alright, well, I've noticed that you guys tend to watch the shorter videos more than the longer videos, so that's probably going to end today's video. The very next thing I'm going to post is going to be part 2, so make sure you stay tuned for part 2. Part 2, we'll probably find out whether or not we get the pawn job. If we get the pawn job, I'm going to make sure I call my employee that you guys met in the last episode. Sorry that you guys couldn't hear him. I'll make sure that I fix that the next episode we do together. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.